NRL action from the Marathon Stadium in Newcastle. It's the Newcastle Knights at home to the North Queensland Cowboys. The Knights are as per program, but one big change. Shaun Rudder and Matthew Gidley, the new half 5'8" combination with Andrew Johns with a knee injury. Michael Hagan is the coach. The North Queensland Cowboys have one change. State of Origin star John Doyle is out with a knee injury. He'll have to wait to play his 50th first grade game. Julian O'Neill moves to 5'8", and Jeff Bell is the new player on the wing. Trent Lease reverts back to fullback. Murray Hurst is the coach. The North Queensland Cowboys, led up by their captain Paul Bowman, fresh from State of Origin victory, and a big ask this afternoon here at Marathon Stadium against the competition front runners, the Newcastle Knights. Julian O'Neill just coming past. He'll be playing 5'8", and there's Jeff Bell in the side for Johnny Doyle, who is out due to a knee injury. And John Buttigieg, what a night last Sunday night.
He was absolutely sensational form, wasn't he? Led by example, took the ball forward. You see the amount of tackles that he's made in that State of Origin. I think the best thing about what he did in the game was score that try. It really showed the excitement, the emotion of what he did in the game, and what his coach, Wayne Bennett, on that night really expected him. And I thought he did a magnificent job and just really did take the New South Wales pack apart, as now the Newcastle Knights come out.
And here's the roar as Billy Peden, captain this afternoon, leads the side out on the Marathon Stadium. And what a tremendous crowd. These Newcastle supporters will come out and watch their side in action. They're playing the last team in the competition, the North Queensland Cowboys, and we're up around 17,000, 18,000 on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Matthew Gidley in the number 6 jumper.
Oh, he's unbelievable, isn't he? And this is what Matthew Gidley did, especially in that State of Origin and the games. He hasn't had many this year because he's been out injured with that broken leg, but everything else from now on will certainly pick up before State of Origin too. But he's a guy that will lead this side around the paddock in the absence of Andrew Johns. I know Rudder's gone into the halfback spot, but he is the key, and the key to winning this game here today.
Speaking to a few of the Knights players before the game, they are expecting a big game from Matthew Gidley in the number 6. Expecting him to just hopefully carve up the Cowboys this afternoon. As you can see, the crowd is a big one on this Mother's Day. Justin Ryder, the winger, as they call him here in Newcastle, Justin Easy Ryder. And what an impact he's made this afternoon, this season. Shayne Hayne down the bottom of the screen there on the halfway line. Here's our first grade referee this afternoon. The Cowboys will defend the southern end and run from right to left, and the Newcastle Knights will have the first opportunity with the football. And we're underway at Marathon Stadium, and the Knights, through their captain Billy Peden, bring the ball back towards the 20-metre line. Here's Grief. He's trying to edge his way forward towards the 30-metre line before being tackled. Parsons leaping high there. Tim Madison knocks him up, ball and all. Jones around the legs. Here's Kennedy, another Origin representative. It'll be interesting to see how John Buttigieg in particular comes down off the high of last Sunday night. Bowman's been there before, but his first taste of success. Here's Trent Lease playing at fullback after being named on the wing. What a good chase and good tackle there from Danny Baderis. Bowman. An early touch. Here's Buttigieg. First hit up of the afternoon. Parsons going in over the top. They met him solidly. Here's Morrison. The Cowboys, as usual, just work it out. One out, right up the middle of the ruck till they get near the halfway. And that's the last tackle. There's the kick from Fiend. The fullback Hughes is there. Lets it go past. It was an awkward bounce. He's got some work to do to get it back towards the 10-metre line. He gets through one tackle out of Kyle Warren and gets to the 10. Darren Albert.
And that's what the fullback and the wingers have to do here for Newcastle. We see Ryder there make a good 50. Well, that is a very, very heavy tackle there by John Buttigieg. You might think twice about coming back into that ruck.
Absolutely. As he takes his time to get out wide. Now the Newcastle Knights have turned possession over. And now the Cowboys have the ball inside the Knights' 30. Let's see what they've got on offer.
I think with North Queensland, I think they've got to all start running together. They're sending players up one out stuff, and they're just making easy meet now. And the start of this game here for the Newcastle side, to put them on their backs and slow the play down.
Here's Fiend. It's up with Julian O'Neill, turning the ball inside to Bowman. He's tackled 20 metres out. They've only gone 10 metres. Now Fiend, Morrison. So it's a very ordinary pass there to Kyle Warren. He wasn't smashed. Ball on the inside. This is Shipway. Still going Shipway. There's Jones in the open space. In fact, it's Kyle Warren who scored the first try of the afternoon for the North Queensland Cowboys. The Knights just opened up and Kyle Warren just straight through.
Well, you just seen there a perfect example of backing each other up around the middle of the ruck. Once you've made an initial break, someone gets over the top, they can't offload the ball. When Warren's come up with the try, this is the mistake. It's made by Grief. Maybe it's where he dropped the ball. Solid tackle there by Julian O'Neill. And then they come down this left-hand side of the field. You watch the ball turn in the end, nice and slow, and the Newcastle Knights really decided to not come up in defence. He gets a great ball away there. Warren backs up beautifully on his right and steps Mark Hughes. And usually he would have been picked off pretty easily.
Yeah, tremendous work. They just seemed a little bit flat there, the Knights, and Shipway did very well. And Kyle Warren, he's played nearly every position in the North Queensland side and dived over. And what a start for the Cowboys. His 4th try of the season. And what a start for Murray Hurst, who of course is filling in this afternoon for Tim Sheens, who is on stress leave. And there he is, the man, Murray Hurst. And I'm sure Tim Sheens, watching back in Townsville, will be very happy.
Well, I think everyone back in North Queensland will be very happy with the start. It's always going to be a danger game for the Newcastle Knights. First up against last. Now O'Neill looks to add the 2.
Struck it straight between the posts. A great start for the North Queensland Cowboys. They lead the Newcastle Knights by 6 points to 0 here at Marathon Stadium. Couldn't have asked for a better start. The mistake from Grief.
Matt Parsons, Matt, let's stay behind, stay behind.
Has taken this parochial Marathon Stadium crowd out of the picture at the moment. They're very quiet. How can the Knights answer? What can they do to get themselves back on a bit of a roll? Jellick bouncing and spinning away. They're being tackled. This is Madison. 15 short of the halfway line. Cowboys into the field. Desalt from acting half. All the way through there this time. Parsons with the tackle. Morrison wants him to get up quickly. Here's Fiend. The kick. Hughes goes back. Solid defence and a good chase there from the North Queensland Cowboys.
They're just kicking right down into the pockets as now Ryder tries and makes an extra 10 metres across the field, about 2 up the middle. It's very good work there by North Queensland on that kick chase, really pinpointing that to split the winger and the fullback.
Here's Rudder. He's wearing the number 7 in the absence of Andrew Johns. Grief. Solid run. Jones, the first man there to meet him. Julian O'Neill coming in to assist. Badiris from acting half on the last tackle. Down to Trent Lease. He's got Bell with him. Decides to go on his own. Here's Shipway. There's an injury there from Grief. Got his head in the wrong position. He's moved though, so that's the good news. He's just put his head right in front then and copped a nasty knock. But he's coming back into play. Now Morrison. Can't get the arms free. He's a couple of metres into Newcastle territory. Jones. This is Julian O'Neill. Up through, nobody in support.
Adam, leave him. Leave it.
Here's Jones.
Leave him now, leave
Ben
him.
Kennedy there to make the tackle. Fiend on the last tackle. Grubbers towards touch. Will it hit the corner post? Touch in goal. Touch in goal. 20-metre restart.
Actually put the ball up high, gone in for a bomb to put some pressure on Ryder on that left-hand side of the field. It's really in the end an easy 20 metres for the Newcastle Knights.
Greaves recovered pretty well from that knock. And there's a strong run from the front rower. Parsons is launching himself at the defence, just short of the halfway line. Rudder, Gidley, and straight into butter kick.
I'll tell you what, since he played that State of Origin game, he's an absolutely dynamic form here today.
Ben Kennedy, arms free, back to Badiris. Here's Gidley, juggled it, now accelerates. Offloads, it's on the ground, and who's there but Buttigieg?
Oh, there's a little bit of fox there, Buttigieg. He made the tackle on, of course, the second rower, and Ben Kennedy, and he just had to be laying there as the ball was popped up out the back door.
Second error, first penalty. Holding down on the tackle, and so the Cowboys get to go on the attack again. Gidley made the tackle and got up and went on with it. Soft penalty to give away. Here's the result from the restart. Fiend, dummies, Gidley smashed him there. Solid tackle. Result from acting half. Good strong defence there from Grief. He's lost the ball. In there to assist Steve Simpson. That was strong work from the two Knights forwards. So golden opportunity gone for the Cowboys. There's a hand there on the ball. But he just lost it there.
I think the big thing with the North Queensland side is that when they get in this attacking zone, they really do falter. They don't have anything really organised, and they've lost their go forward as now Adam McDougall. That's a good 10 metres and struggles with a good quick play the ball at the same time.
Peden approaching the halfway line. He's around 9 metres short of the mark. Here's Rudder out to Ryder. He slips over and falls at the feet of Bowman and Jellick.
Right in line, stay there.
Here's McDougall having a bit of a run. Jones is there to make the tackle with the assistance of his captain, Paul Bowman. Now Rudder, Gidley. What can they do here? The Knights Hughes under pressure from Fiend, who is up quickly. Last tackle for Newcastle. Gidley. Between the winger and fullback. Leeson Bell, watch it. Will it go dead? He's got to hurry. It just does. Albert had to hurry and almost got there. You're flirting with danger when Darren Albert's nearby.
Especially with the amount of pace that he does have. He hasn't played for a couple of weeks, and he's very, very quick. Oh, good break there by Jellick.
And that's hurt Ben Kennedy. He's down in back play. Now Buttigieg takes the tackle. Kennedy copped a knock to the head. There he is going back in the defensive line. He just gets there now. Here's Madison, straight at Gidley. He's doing plenty of defensive work in the early part of this game.
You've got to remember exactly why Matt Gidley's making a lot more tackles, because he hasn't played a lot of footy. You know, he played in that State of Origin. They're going to put him under all sorts of pressure. Here's a penalty.
It's your responsibility to stand up. Okay, don't play
Not standing up.
They're not getting up and playing the ball.
That's Kyle Warren. Let's have a look at it here. Well, he tried to milk it. Didn't play it correctly. He must regain his feet with the ball in his possession, and so the Knights now have the opportunity to go on the attack. Here's Parsons over the 20. 15 metres short of the goal line, I should say. Here's Rudder, Gidley, stepping, weaving, tackled well there by the front rower. Madison, now Peden from acting half. Danger here for the Cowboys, but Badiris spins away from O'Neill. He's only a metre out from the line. Peden, it opens up. Can he get through? No, just a metre out. Well, it was like the Sydney Heads, but it closed quickly. Hughes, short, hard, over. Did he get it down? The ball's come out. The referee says try. The Knights have hit back with a try to Mark Hughes.
And it was around that ruck area they started to falter, the North Queensland side there. The Cowboys, they really struggled after Billy Peter made that initial break down the edge of the ruck there. They just come up a little bit quickly. Just watch this here. They throws a little bit of a dummy, goes in between them. Then the players on, Mark Hughes does a magnificent job. See, they are very short around that ruck area. Buttigieg coming for a, I think, an offside position. He gets the ball down.
The hooker there, Desault, was looking at the ball and had no eyes for the man, Hughes, the one that was going to receive the football. Put your name on your football. Here it comes. And Billy Peden has missed it. He's gone from 100% to 75%. And the Cowboys lead by 2. Lease now with the restart. And the Knights will have possession again through Parsons. Straight at Morrison. He makes a very good tackle. He's been good this year for the Cowboys, Glenn Morrison.
I think he's probably been their best player.
Yep, along with Buttigieg. But Morrison, 6 tries. Leading forward, try scoring the arrows. Grief's made a meal of that. Somebody dive on it. Billy Peden can't pick it up. Now the Cowboys have an opportunity.
It's the first thing you do when you make a mistake like that. You can see Glenn Grief just have a look at the hands.
Don't deal, Ben. Steve, make sure we bind and stay in that scrum,
Just
okay?
dropped the coal. Just slow to pick.
Hang on, wait till we're set. Outside leg
Just
up.
had a little bit of a look up.
It's good, stay. Gone.
Now the Cowboys, Morrison. Fiend bounces away from Tahu. Continues to go, and Gidley makes another tackle.
Pick up Billy.
They go the short side, Morrison.
That's 2.
And he's tackled by Tahu. 9 out from the line. Buttigieg, how did the big man get down to pick that up?
Oh, he did very, very well to pick up that pass for Nathan Fiend. Now they come down this left-hand side, down the middle of the ruck again. That's where they're finding the holes.
As Kyle Warren is now tackled right in front of the post. Flick pass there from Desault. Julian O'Neill, how did he do that? Great take.
That's 5. Last one on the line here.
Last tackle, 8 metres out from the line. What can they do here, the Cowboys? Fiend, the crossfield bomb's a shocker. Gillick, can he keep it in play? No. Had no chance there. And so 6 tackle changeover. The Knights will come up with possession.
And that's where the little half, Nathan Fiend had to go to the line to put the kick in. He didn't have to put it up nice and high. Just go to the line. The fullback was on the right-hand side of the field. He just had to try and get another set of 6 back.
That's 1 now. Let it go. Kyle, let him stand.
Newcastle just trying to work the ball back after that solid tackle. Ryder's now wearing a headgear.
Hold.
Parsons will play it.
That's
Steve Simpson over the 30-metre line by about a metre. See that just behind him. Here's Grief. He had that ball wrapped up well and truly then.
There's no way he was going to let that ball go then. I think one thing they are missing, of course, is Andrew Johns. We all know how good he is, but it's the link between the forwards and the backs, and that's what Rudder's got to get used to.
The referee barking instructions to the players. Back on the 10-metre line. Arm in the air, 5th tackle. Now Gidley with the kick. Down to Lease. Now he passes to Jellick. Pushes away from one, gets away from another. Runs into a brick wall.
I'll tell you what, Brian Jellick did a magnificent job there because he had to come from the right-hand wing and run right over to this left-hand side of the field to receive that ball off Lease. Well done.
Here's Buttigieg again. This bloke, I just think he's a good footballer. He just tries his heart out every week in a side that gets beaten regularly and stands out, and that takes some doing.
And the thing about John Buttigieg, he can offload the ball, but there's no use sending him one off the ruck if you're not going to try and back him up and take some of the defenders off him.
Well, Madison's thrown that away. Bounces nicely for Lease, though. He accelerated and tried to get through the gap, but Billy Peden stopped him in his tracks. Last tackle, now it comes to Fiend. Ball on the ground. Awkward bounce for Hughes there, up into his chest.
Leave him now, leave it.
And Bowman there with the chase. Now Ryder. Peter Jones with the tackle with Julian O'Neill. Here's Adam McDougall looking for some more work. Madison bounced away. Jones has come up with another tackle. Here's Parsons. Warren around the legs. A couple of metres short of the halfway line. Newcastle's into the field. That pass was forward. Gidley, and the man that threw it, knew it, I think, too. Well, the man that played the ball, Matt Parsons, put his hands on his head. Here's a penalty.
No, you straddled the play. You straddled him to hold him down. No, he never held you at all. Go.
And that's Kyle Warren again.
Yeah, just saying to the referee he was holding me down. He comes over the top there. He did have his hand on his leg, but I don't think he was holding him down.
They're making a great effort to get off. Now the Knights in a great attacking position as Glenn Grief, as this Marathon Stadium crowd gets behind the home team. Rudder stepping
They are very short, sorry Mark, very short on that right-hand side. North Queensland.
Now Gidley, the ball to Kennedy. They've got the numbers. If he gets it away, he can't. It's on the ground, towed through by the Cowboys. It'll be 6 to go. And Justin Ryder now decides to straighten up, straight into Warren. Offloads back to Parsons. And a good tackle there by Morrison. Over the top, Madison around the legs. Badiris from acting half. Back to Rudder. He offloads to Tamana Tahu. Stepping, weaving, jinking, going. He'll score the try, will he? How did he get through there, Tamana Tahu? It's a miracle. And he's back joint leader of the leading try scorers.
That is one great rugby league try from the kid, Tamana Tahu. Absolutely sensational. Go back, this is the initial pass. They went out to this left-hand side. Of course, he drops the ball over the top there, and Kennedy, the ball's kicked forward. Then the referee says, let us play on. Ryder took it forward, and then this guy here, who's been an outstanding form all year too, Badiris turns the ball back inside to Rudder. Rudder picks up Tamana Tahu. Look at that, off the right, one more. Bang, off his left. Made very, very strong and elusive around that ruck area, that kid. That is very, very well done.
He struck it pretty well.
He's come back. He's come back.
It's back up to 80%.
On you, Billy. Well done.
The Newcastle Knights lead the North Queensland Cowboys 10 points to 6. And let's just watch this outstanding effort from Tamana Tahu again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try.
Conversion successful.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Newcastle Knights 10, North Queensland 6 here at Marathon Stadium.
As Trent Lease restarts play. Mark Hughes offloads to Parsons. Danger signs here for the Cowboys, particularly if they give the Knights possession in their half. They're just making them pay every time they take the ball down that end of the field.
It did take the Knights, 21 minutes to get in front in this game. This is their go forward that is really paying dividends. The forwards are really starting to get over that advantage line and making plenty of yards. Well, that's a great tackle there by Morrison once again.
It was solid. Now Badiris from acting half. Very good kick under pressure with little room to move. And the chase is down there from Tamana Tahu, so he does some defensive work. Here's Shipway. Once again, Grief getting his head in front. Shipway when he tried to make the tackle. Everyone at Marathon Stadium thought the pass was forward. The referee didn't. He's the only one that really counts.
Well, he didn't think the other one was forward, so he might as well let that one go too.
Absolutely.
But he has his lines in there. That should have helped them out.
They didn't yell like that when the other pass was in, Gary. I wonder why.
You don't have to ask too many times, do you?
Buttigieg. Last tackle here for the Cowboys. Now Feen will kick it. It's not a 40-20. Outside his 40. Only by about a metre, and that only just stayed in play. It was almost a beauty. Hughes looks for Darren Albert. The man that kicked it's down there to make the tackle.
And that's what Nathan Feen's got to do. He's got to really be the general out there with his forwards and push them around the paddock and have a good kicking game and do a lot of good chasing.
2 changes there for the Cowboys. Robert Ralph on the field now. Here's Grief running straight and hard. And they've lost the ball here.
Well, I think the ball was actually stolen. He's claiming, Glenn Griff, there was 2 men in the tackle. The referee in the lines has said, play on.
This is Peter Jones. He's right on the halfway line. Now Robert Ralph, one of those interchange players, taking his first hit up of the game. His feet, juggled there. Now Morrison had Lease on his inside, goes himself almost near the touchline, decides to counter the tackle, and then he's jumped forward about 2 metres. This is Nick Patterson. Buttigieg again with another hit up. Does a mountain of work. Last tackle. The Cowboys, they're 29 metres out. Feen with a kick, puts it high. Ryder's under it. Here comes Jellick, and Ryder takes it. Well, he's lost it. And Hughes, well, it was knocked out. I'm sure he took it. And then Jellick knocked it out because he was going for the ball also.
A lot of pressure there by Brian Jellick coming through, put pressure on Ryder to catching that ball. But now they just start their roll on again. Ben Kennedy going forward for an offload. And McDougall
Pops the ball over the top. That's knocked on there by, it's like Josh Perry on the field. That was a terrible pass for him to have to take when he's just come on. And now this gives the Cowboys a chance.
Well, this is what they're known for. When they play rugby league, these guys here, they like throwing the ball around.
Seconds of lock, stay in. Okay.
Let the referee there tell us all what he's doing.
Wait. Adam, Ben, get your arm around him, Ben. Other one, Ben. Now, ball in. Put it in, Nathan.
Don't tell me you're going to try and keep the second rows in.
Well, he's just wanting to put his arm around him.
I'm starting to worry about that.
Have a dance next now. They've dropped the ball. Well, I mean, that's just terrible from the Cowboys. 20 metres out and they've given away a penalty.
Yeah, Nick Patterson not onside at all. But he had to make the tackle, otherwise they were going to make plenty of yards down the middle of the ruck there. See Nick Patterson just coming back onside there, and he'll come across and bang, makes the tackle.
No
He made it about 6 metres back. And this is what really hurts North Queensland every time they play. They just keep on making continual mistakes, give away penalties, and give the opposition more ball.
Grief has a spell. Here's Perry. The ball forward. Buttigieg over the top. Ralph around the legs. The Knights on the attack again. Padiris. Great ball there to Rudder into open space. Kennedy on his inside. And the Knights have made the Cowboys pay yet again. 14-6 with a kick to come. They just can't keep giving them great field position and expect to stay in the game.
Well, if you want tackling practice, this is exactly what the side can do to you, Newcastle. They can throw the ball out to the right-hand side. Very well planned move, very close to being forward. Kennedy went through as the dummy, backs up beautifully on the edge of the ruck. Comes up with another Newcastle Knights try, and I'll tell you what, he's very, very happy. What really took them by surprise was the dummy from that right side back to the left, and then the dummy runners coming back in. Rudder beautifully positioned, ran into a magnificent hole. Lack of communication from North Queensland in the defence line. Need a little bit more talk. They're going to stop this rampaging Newcastle Knights side here today.
From right in front, Billy Peden. Straight over the blue dot here at Marathon Stadium. The Knights are out by 10, 13 out from half-time. Newcastle 16 lead the North Queensland Cowboys 6.
Michael Hagan on screen. He'll be pretty happy with the way his team is performing so far.
Here at Marathon Stadium, your matchday sponsor for Australia.
Josh Perry, a solid tackle, Buttigieg in there. And there's a stray arm coming from Robert Ralph.
Coming. Walk away. Just go away. Just walk away. Take him away.
No doubt that was worth the penalty.
Marathon Stadium, Newcastle's best.
It just helps the Knights get out of their own danger area.
Just there, Denny. Yep.
Here's Perry again.
Watch you lifting.
Ralph in, hands between the legs. They've lifted in there. Was it above? Horizontal. Why would you take the risk? You heard the referee say don't lift and get your hands out of there. There's another one. Two in a row.
Okay, dunk between the legs.
Shane Muspratt. Kennedy, arms
Straight
free.
here, let him go. Here and hold, come on.
Here's Rudder. Good ball there to Simpson. Almost got him on the outside of Morrison. He's not tackled. Morrison just let him go. The referee said play on, and he's still going. And you play to the whistle.
Well, that's what should have happened now. They go down the short side with Badiris.
Here's Gidley.
Now let him go,
This is danger for the Cowboys. Now it comes to Rudder, kick into the in-goal area. At least is well positioned though, well done.
Oh, what a young tackle by Terry.
That's one
Got
now.
through it. Well done, Trent Lease. Another Redcliffe Dolphin.
That's two.
You love these guys from Redcliffe. What's happening up there?
Here's
That's
Morrison.
three. Marcus straight.
20 out from his own line.
That's four.
Here's Ralph
Here.
and the ball. Pushing away there, lucky not to give it. Oh! Very high shot.
No. Josh, come here. Yeah. Just wait. Yeah, just wait there. Okay, we'll just wait there.
And he goes across the field. He gets him very, very high.
Yeah, I can't believe it's not on report, and I would think that if that sort of tackle is not a send-off tackle, we don't have too many send-offs anymore. But that was very ordinary.
Careless. It was a careless way of tackling.
Yeah,
very careless.
as the trainers have left one of the other stretchers out there, Shayne Hayne, just asking for that to be removed. Let's see if he does signal he's going on report. As Kyle Warren is slowly taken from the field.
Yep.
He did say he was going to put him on report when he awarded the penalty. Let's see what happens here.
Righto. Yep. Yep. It's on report, okay?
So there we go. So I take back what I said before about it not going on report, but I still think he should have done it when he cautioned the player. Josh Perry on report. Here's the Cowboys back into action. Robert Ralph.
That's one now. Let him go now, Julian. Stand
At
up.
8 metres
Stand
into
up.
Newcastle territory. This is Patterson.
2. Come on, Ben. You've got to get all the way, okay?
Lease.
That's 3. Wait, Glenn. Wait.
Good work.
Jeff Bell running,
That's
tucking.
4. Here.
Must spread it acting half. Now Fiend, O'Neill running across field. Here's Perry with a solid tackle again.
That's 5 now. Let
He
him go,
bounced
Ben.
away
Stand
from
up.
it. Just had the arm out there. Jones from acting half to O'Neill. Puts the kick up. Leaping everywhere. The ball's on the ground. Picked up again by Bowman as he scored the try. We're going to go to the video referee, Chris
Just have
Ward.
a look to see which hand they come off, mate, please.
There's the leap. That's off the body. It's off the body. I think that's play on. Yeah.
That will be a try. We did hear the referee say, tell the boys not to go too far away, but I'm pretty sure now they'll be going all the way back to the other end waiting for a kickoff, because this will be a 4-pointer. I think they were worried about that point there, whether his left hand had actually touched the ball, but the front-on shot showed that it did not touch, and that will be play on. Sorry,
That's
mate.
the decision from Chris Ward. Try to Paul Bowman, the captain from the Cowboys. He scored the try. He struck it reasonably, but across the face of the goal. And so the score remains at Marathon Stadium. The Newcastle Knights 16, the North Queensland Cowboys 10. We have 8.5 minutes out from half time.
And this is where I reckon the little halfback Nathan Fiend has got to take control now that O'Neill puts up a great bomb here. Comes down. We've seen the absolutely magnificent pick up there by Bowman to score the try. But the little number 7 is
Stay
really
behind
got to
the
make
kick.
sure he controls that kicking game for the North Queensland Cowboys. Tell you what, he's got them back into this game at 16-10, the Newcastle Knights.
All good kick off
That's
to
one
take
now,
there.
let
And
him
Least did well
go.
to pick it up.
Wait here.
18 out from his own line. Patterson.
2 now. Billy, hands off.
After the amount of possession they've given the Knights through penalties, the Cowboys, Harry Hurst will be reasonably pleased to go in only 6 down at half time. Should have remained that way. They could even level it up. Morrison.
That's 4.
Here's Fiend. Now to Jones. Kidley looping high.
That's 5 now.
Last tackle here for the Cowboys. There's Fiend from inside his 40, looking for a 40-20. It's not bad, it just bounces away from touch. It's a pretty good attempt.
That's 1 now. Let him go. Here, Cowboys. Here. That's good.
Albert.
That's 2. All the way here. That's it.
Here's Ryder from the other wing, coming over to ease the pressure on the forwards.
Here and hold. Wait.
Just a couple of metres short of the halfway line. Kennedy, Hughes, quick hands, Albert, stepping back inside.
That's 4.
Has got away.
All the way.
Injured player in back play for the Newcastle Knights as Kennedy keeps the march going forward. I
That's
think it may
5.
be Hughes.
Keep coming,
It is Mark
Nathan, here.
Hughes in a bit of trouble in back play. Now, Kidley with the kick on the last. Lease is underneath it, takes it in the field of play. Billy Peden with a tremendous
now,
chase, but Trent Lease got it back into the field of play.
He's been good for them at the back there, Trent Lease, hasn't he? Been under a lot of pressures. Brian Jellick again makes around about another 10 metres for
Hold
them.
here and hold.
Here's Bowman.
Right, leave it.
And he's tackled.
That's 4.
20 out from their own line, the Cowboys. Now Morrison. It's there to
Last one.
Jones.
All the way here, all the way
Almost
here.
set the arms free, but nobody was in support anyway. Last tackle. Morrison's going to have to kick. It's not a bad kick either. Hughes takes it well over his shoulder.
They need a good chase though, and they slowly get together now. The Cowboys, and that's what I mean. They needed a good chase because the lock forward,
One now,
noted
let
for
him
his kicking
go.
skills,
Don't
would
hold
have been
him.
out of the chase team.
Here's Perry over the halfway line.
That's 2.
Tamana Tahu, they're standing there. He's touched the ball once in the game
And scored one try.
Now Marquette.
That's 3.
He's tackled 35 metres out from the Cowboys line. Rudder. Gidley. Did he throw the ball away? Did he lose it?
It's all gone that way.
I don't think that went forward. Referee disagrees. I thought he tried to pass it.
He was going to try and pop a short ball on the outside, and then decided to bring it back. I reckon that is play on.
No, it's okay. Yep.
See there, Sean Rudder not real happy.
Right. Hang on, just
with
hang
the
on, just hang on.
decision.
Ball's not here yet, fellas. Ball's not here. You don't like packing scrums at the best of times, so don't pack now.
The ball's on the halfway line.
It's
Right, let's join now. Ball's here. Nice and still. Locks and second row is in. Ball in now. Nathan, get it in. Stay now.
Morrison from the base of the scrum.
That's one now. Hands up, Billy. Let him go, stand. That's good. That's okay. Wait. Tamana.
Here's
2.
Bowman
Here and hold.
over the halfway line. Patterson. 10 metres into Knights territory, inside the final 5 before half-time. So often tries to score in this period of play.
Keep coming, Billy.
Will it be the Cowboys to level it up? O'Neill stepping, almost through. He is through. Support the other side. There's too many Knights jumpers this way. But he takes the tackle last. 10 out from the line. What's the option here? The bomb. Riders under it. There's Jellick leaping high, taking it as the captain, Bowman. How did he do that? Well, there's that try, and the Cowboys are back in it well and truly.
I'll tell you what, put that in Joanne O'Neill, having that good run down the middle of the ruck, showed some enterprising stuff, some good footwork at the same time. And as we were saying, Mark, Nathan Fee really had to take control with the kicking game, which he did. This is O'Neill taking the ball, putting the Newcastle Knights defenders under all sorts of pressure, looking for players around him. Where are you? Come here. And taking a couple of guys there, and Tamana Tahu to come up with a tackle with Gidley. And then the kick is put up nice and high. And what they do, they actually get in between Ryder and Adam McDougall in the centre there. And Bowman comes up with a second. Well taken.
In the rucks, mate. If you're
A
laying
miraculous
on the
take
time to turn around and look where I am, you're
Paul
too long,
Bowman,
you get off,
his
mate.
second try of the match. He struck it pretty well. Is it just inside the uprights? It is. It's all level at Marathon Stadium, 16 all.
Successful.
And here he is, Nathan Feeney. Knew he had to take control down this part of the field. Gets through. What about the take? He's actually got his back to everyone else, hands up above everyone, and forces the ball. You can see the Newcastle players there, Ryder and
Stay
McDougall.
onside. Close last
A little bit
line.
disappointed that they didn't take that catch.
How often do we see tries in that final 5 minutes before the half-time break? This time it was the Cowboys, but Newcastle had the opportunity
That's one now. Wait.
to hit back before half-time. They'll get one more set, one would expect, as Jones.
That's 2.
The possession stat reflects the scoreboard. Morrison. He's about 12 short of the halfway line. Feen turns the ball inside. Cowboys working it towards halfway.
That's it, Josh.
There's Patterson playing it. Now O'Neill. Jellick. Enterprising play there. Mucker giving the pass. Now it's O'Neill last. Here it comes to Feen. They're going to run it, are they? Ralph to Lease. Quick hands. Jones has lost it forward to Darren Albert. On his knees, begging for the ball, got it, couldn't get up and run.
Oh, they were a little bit unlucky there, weren't they? The Cowboys, they had them shot the piece down. The best thing to do was catch that last pass.
Well, Julian Bailey's in trouble in back play for the Knights. They were one down defensively. He's in Disneyland just before half-time. It's back on the halfway line to Mana Tahu's second touch in 39 minutes. He's just coming back into play now at Bailey. Looks to be all right, but looking forward to half-time, surely. Now, here's Rudder, Peden stepping inside to Kennedy. Kennedy looking to offload, but the defence is there. Last tackle. Here's Rudder, cross-field kick. Pressure for Bell. Albert's there, it's on the ground. Here's a try. Mark Hughes, another try from a kick, and the Knights have scored. Have they go to the video referee?
Yeah, mate, just the hands or it's come off.
I think they're wondering if that ball has come
Wait in,
off
fellas, just wait.
Albert's right hand.
I don't think so.
Another closer look at it. The decision takes a little bit of time to come up too. Through the laptop, I was told it takes 7 seconds to travel up there.
Yeah?
Yeah, just give you a little bit of information there.
Try to Mark Hughes. And so the Knights are back in front right on half-time. Second try of the afternoon to Mark Hughes. And the Knights lead by 20 points to 16.
Interesting note here, Rudder, very good out of the dummy out, puts a kick up. I tell you, it was a magnificent kick by Rudder because he was under a bit of pressure there, and there, the video referee said play on, did not touch the ball there, and Albert Hughes picks up the crumbs, puts the Newcastle Knights back in front.
Here we go, strikes it, looks all right. No, it's hit the post. Well, taking 0.5% for that. But at half-time here at Marathon Stadium, we have the Newcastle Knights, who hit the lead just before the break, leading the North Queensland Cowboys by 20 points to 16. The second half is underway at Marathon Stadium. The Knights defending the southern end and running right to left as the Cowboys let the ball bounce in their in-goal area.
That's one now, let him go! Stand up, hold,
About 15 metres out from their own line. Here's Buttigieg.
That's two!
He's now 20 metres out.
That's three! And hold.
Cowboys just trying to slowly work their way up the other end of the field. Morrison bounces away.
That's
Nowhere
four.
to go. The defence from the Knights very good in this set of 6. They'll be kicking from deep inside their own territory.
Five!
As Muspratt runs into a solid tackle.
Wait, Sean.
And Josh Perry. Here's Fiend with the kick. It's a shocker under pressure. Bell, was he in front of the kicker or did it touch? It must have been touched.
6 fellas,
Not
change
played it.
over!
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, plenty of pressure there by Josh Perry and Danny Vidaris on the kick of Nathan Fiend, and they've come up with a great result.
The Knights have come up with possession. 32 metres out from the Cowboys' line. Marquette, oh, there's a high shot from Muspratt. The referee says no, straight up to his feet was Marquette, so maybe it looked worse than it was.
I don't know if it was actually that high. I think he actually ducked into the tackle. Good shot ball.
In for a third, he's got 3. They've scored 2 tries in the space of 2 minutes, the Knights. They've gone from 16 all to lead 24 to 16.
And good possession, really, from a bad kick from Nathan Fiend, but like I said, plenty of pressure from Josh Perry and Danny Vidaris to make sure that the kick wasn't that high. Just watch, they will come into your screen very shortly. There they are, good chase out of dummy out. It goes across. Bell is offside by a mile. The referee in lines has said play on. That is where the turnover was. They have a very good short passing game down this right-hand side of the field. Just watch as they let players go running through. Pops up a beautiful ball there. Does the 5'8". Matthew Gidley once again puts the ball onto Hughes. Comes up with a fine try, number 3.
Try number 3, 24-16, and that kick, the way it ricocheted, it accidentally hit John Buttigieg in the back, and that was accidental offside. It should have been a changeover on the spot. But as it turned out, Newcastle got the changeover anyway. It wasn't dramatic, but it was an incident where that was an accidental offside, and the changeover should have been where it hit John Buttigieg in the back. But anyway, Mark Hughes has got his 3rd. Here's Billy Peden. His 5th attempted goal for today. Never looked like missing.
He can do it all, this guy.
3 from 5 this afternoon for Billy Peden. It's now 10 points. 10 points in the space of a couple of minutes either side of half-time. And the Knights lead 26-16 to Michael Hagan. He's breathing a little bit easier.
Stay onside!
This will test the character of the Cowboys. Got to hang on here otherwise. The Knights can run away with a couple of quick tries.
26.
A few more quick tries.
Cowboys 16 here at Marathon Stadium.
That's 2!
Here's Marquette.
That's 3! Let him go!
Here's Gidley with the kick. It's out on the full. Way out.
Hang on, wait till we're all set. Make sure seconds and locks stay in. Ball now, Nathan, get in. Go.
Here's Bowman. Bowman's still going.
1 now, let him stand!
Change for
Stand
the
up.
Knights at half-time. Justin Ryder, who took that heavy knock, unlikely to be back. He has concussion.
That's 2!
So the chances of him being back are slim. Clinton Newton has come on the field for Newcastle. He's now the number 17 for the Cowboys. Nick Patterson
Keep coming, Josh.
takes it forward. Here's Buttigieg. Runs at Newton, who makes the tackle.
That's 4! Billy!
O'Neill back across the ruck. Fiend. Too hard to pass. Jones had no chance. I'm not sure that it was meant for him.
Let it go!
I think the pass was going to go in behind, but Newcastle Knights defence were reading that. And they get the ball out wide now to Adam McDougall.
Puts the foot down. What a tackle from Jellick. And McDougall's lost the ball. And Lee brings it back. Well done, Brian Jellick.
Yeah, it was a great chase, really, wasn't it?
He's lost that.
Thanks, mate. No, hands in there. Yeah, your hands are in there all over him, okay? Yes, mate, yes.
I tell you what, a lot of pressure on the lines and then, because they were saying that I think he lost the ball cold. And I tell you what, the North Queensland Cowboys players there put pressure on the linesman to give that penalty. That should have been a scrum.
And the touch judge Phil Cooley said there was a push from Ben Kennedy. I don't think he got that one right. He's now comes from Buttigieg. 12 metres short of the goal line. An opportunity here for the Cowboys. Morrison. And Bailey grabbed him by the jumper. Jellick at acting half. Here's Bowman. Can he get a 3rd? Here's Fiend. Dummies inside. Goes out to O'Neill. The ball then to Shipway. Good tackle, Albert. Tamana Tahu there. Ball on the ground, and the Knights have come up with it.
Great defence over there on that right-hand side of the field. Tamana Tahu coming to make a big tackle along with Albert. Tremendous work.
Marcus, stay out, Julian! Wait.
Here's the Knights working it out. News from downstairs on Kyle Warren, who's taken off on a stretcher. He just has concussion. So just has concussion. It's a nasty knock he took, but he is okay. And Robert Rolfe at the moment on the bench with blurred vision. So they're really at the moment down to 2 interchange, the Cowboys, and they're down by 10 points. Tamana Tahu pushed away from Shipway. There was no way that should have happened, and Fiend grabbed him by the jumper, otherwise it was a try. Now Gidley with the kick. Jellick or Lease, who'll get it? Jellick. Trying to link up with Lease. The chase is good though from the Knights. Tamana Tahu. You paid your money to come and watch. You'd just be yelling, give it to Tamana. let him have a run.
Let him go, Marcus,
He's been
straight.
outstanding every time he's touched it. He's only touched it 3 times.
That's 3.
And he scored a try and made, I think, 2 breaks.
Josh,
Morrison.
Card on your 10.
He's been playing well, hasn't he, Morrison, for his side. The only thing I'll say that every time he gets up to play the ball, he walks around about a metre forward.
5.
Sooner or later, I should say, the referees are certainly going to pick up on that and start penalising them.
We'll have to find out off our statistician Ian Collis whether that's included in the metres gained. When he ups the metre, he steps after he plays the ball.
Tell you what, he's added a few on if he has.
Marcus, straight.
29 out from their own line, the Knights now. Bailey trying to step and weave.
Here to me, come on.
Now Marquette.
And that's where Newcastle really are winning the game here so far, is that the yardage they're making over the ruck area. Getting over that advantage line very, very quickly.
And they're keeping the ball alive now. Gidley on the halfway line. The Cowboys have got to wrap that ball up. Otherwise, the Knights will just carve them up. Here's Perry on the ground. Padiris has lost it again. And he'll pick it up, but Morrison.
He has been everywhere, hasn't he? Taking the ball forward, picking up the loose ball.
Denny, stay.
Now Jones goes forward for it.
Oh, Fiend wasn't waiting. He got it anyway. He did well to catch it because he wasn't expecting it. He should have been. Now Buttigieg away from Marquette. Hughes made the tackle with Kennedy. They're 20 metres out from the line. Here's Fiend. Now O'Neill has gone behind him. Well done. Rudder and Bailey make the tackle. He's trying to milk it there, Julian. Here's Muckett. 11 metres out from the line. Muspratt. Now Morrison. Jones! Oh, the John Hunter's just up the road. Tamana almost put him there. Here's Fiend. McDougall under it. He's lost it. Jellick's picked it up as he scored. Let's go to the video.
Just have a look. See, it's gone forward off.
Well,
I think benefit of the doubt. And here it is. Another angle.
I think that's come off his arm, mate.
Yeah, I think from that angle, yep. I think
Good decision by referee Shayne Hayne to make sure that he goes for the video referee. Shayne Hayne, I should say, not Shayne Payne. Maybe out there to some of the players he might be a bit of a pain, but sorry about that, Shane. And to your mum.
Here we go. Yeah, I think that's touched it there. It's gone forward. From that angle, it's a lot clearer. He's gone the try. Chris Ward has awarded the try to Brian Jellick. Another try from a kick for the North Queensland Cowboys. It's now 26-20 with a kick to come.
Well, once again, Nathan Fiend put the ball up nice and high. They got a good chase on it. He gets up, let's play on. He picks the ball up, plants it down. And they got the TRY.
They're back to within 4, the Cowboys. The Knights just can't kick clear. The Newcastle Knights 26, North Queensland 22 at Marathon Stadium. What a victory this would be if they could run the Knights down. Here's a solid restart from Nick Patterson in front of a very big crowd here at Marathon Stadium for Mother's Day.
He's been very strong for them too, Nick Patterson. Just come onto the field, takes the ball up, goes the head up. Jones goes forward, gets another offload away. That's what's happening now. The Newcastle Knights really falling off their tackles.
Let him go.
Muspratt now. Just over 18,000 here at Marathon Stadium. A good crowd for a first versus last confrontation. They're seeing a nail biter at the moment. Fiend. Back to Morrison. Wrapped up by Bailey. Rudder's in there as well, trying to wrap that ball up. Here's the last. They go very short side. Julian O'Neill, a wobbly old kick straight to Hughes.
That's one now. Let him go, Marcus.
Well
Stay
tackled.
straight.
That was Muckett.
Making the tackle. Muckett misses that one.
That's 2. Let him go. Stand up. Don't lie.
Trying to slow them down there. There's the penalty.
Too long. Too long. wait.
Just had to come. They just took too long to get up. Once again, it lets the Knights get out of their end.
It certainly does, and puts them back under pressure once again. And they make 2 or 3 tackles and they give away another 6, so they end up making 9.
Grief. He's now 35 metres out from the Cowboys line. Will the Knights score? Just increase that lead again. Simpson. Peden from acting half. Oh, what about that? And he's picked it up, Shipway. He won't have the pace. Or will he? Badiris won't get him. He will have the pace. No, here comes Albert. I knew he wouldn't have it. And Albert wrapped him up from behind as he put him in a touch. No. Is there an acting half? Bell goes in there. Here's Fiend. Morrison. Couldn't get the arms free. Fiend was there. Now he goes to acting half. They're in disarray here, the Knights. Morrison. But where's the support? He's over. He scored the try, Glenn Morrison. But what about the hit from Shipway? And the Cowboys will hit the lead if they convert. It's 26-all.
Well, what a magnificent try there, but that hit Shipway on Billy Peden. Watch this here. He just comes flying and bang! Down he goes, picks the ball up and races. And I thought he was home. You see there, Gidley giving chase, Badiris giving chase. They weren't quick enough, and then the flyer, Albert, comes in. He nearly goes out. Elijah says no play on Fiend. This is their last play. Goes to the line, drops off a short ball there to Morris, who did very, very well to back up, reaches out and gets the ball down right on the try line.
He's kicked it. He's kicked the Cowboys into the lead. Murray Hurst.
Very happy, very happy. 54th minute. 26 points to the Knights. The Cowboys, 28.
The Knights fans getting behind their home team, trying to lift them. They're in danger of being beaten by the team at the bottom of the table. Marquette, which has the biggest factor, Gary Freeman, at the moment? Buttigieg. Well, can they tackle him? Which is the biggest factor? The loss of Andrew Johns or the fact that they're playing the bottom team and maybe down a little bit?
Look, I think Andrew Johns, I think he directs them around the paddock so well. And always gives that spark. A great offload there to Lees. Morrison once again.
He's having an absolute blinder. Here's Julian O'Neill. Bowman tackled by McDougall. Right on the halfway line. Fiend with the kick. Albert goes back. He'll go into touch, will it? Or he try and keep it in play? No, he watches it cross the touchline. And the scramble packed down 10 metres out from the Newcastle line, 20 in from the far touchline.
Stay nicely bound.
Just taking their time here, the Knights.
But just joins nice and still.
Doing a bit of defending in the last few minutes.
Stay near.
They've won the ball. They need to hang on to it. Gidley. Oh, he's thrown it out the back. Hughes. Just when you thought they needed to just control it.
Well, that's the interesting part. Their completion rate for the Newcastle Knights. They've only completed 16 sets out of 27.
Here's Peden. That's the way they play, I suppose, Gary.
And look, it's an exciting brand of football, but they need to settle things down just quietly.
Parsons back on the field, takes it up. Badiris hurdles him. Here's Gidley, intercept by Shipway. No. Well, they are just throwing it around the Knights, and they only trail by 2.
That's one. Let's work
10 short of halfway.
10 metres, Cowboys and hole. That's good.
Here's Rudder. Still going Rudder over the halfway line.
Look at the 10. Look at the 10. Hole. Julian.
Here's Glenn Grief, the 2 front rowers back out there for the Knights.
That's 3 now.
He's about 39 metres out from the Cowboys line. Kennedy. They need the big names to step up. Peden quick hands. Now Bailey to McDougall. The crowd lifting. McDougall going backwards. Peden. Can't get away from Muspratt, who makes a very good ball and all tackle. Badiris. Here's Gidley. Rudder. Now Perry straight up the middle. Pushing away. Still going the big number 11. Simpson it was. Back to Grief, and Grief has scored. What about the work from Steve Simpson? And Glenn Grief backing up on the inside, and Michael Hagan breathes a sigh of relief, but only for a short time, because the Knights are back in front by 2.
very good work there by the Newcastle Knights. They knew they only had to control that ruck, and it went out nice and wide. The Cowboys come up very, very quick. Look, they were very short there. The Cowboys in defence, they rush out of the line. Morrison need to hold his line. It gets back on the inside to Simpson. Look at this, get out of the road, Jones. I'm coming through. And the fullback leads. Drops a short one off the grief. He goes right beside the sticks. Billy Peden. I don't think we'll have many problems with putting this over. This is another view where I think Morrison needed just to hold his line. A couple of tackles there that they should have been made. That one there by Jones. And a great offload once again. Good backing up by the Newcastle side.
There's Billy Peden. There's another chance to add to his tally. He does from right in front. It's now 4 points the difference. 32 points to 28. The Newcastle Knights over the North Queensland Cowboys.
28 here at Marathon Stadium. Matchday Conference, Australia.
And Parsons.
That's one now, let it go. It's a million hole. Look. That's two. Hit him,
Simpson
here,
again,
hole.
just exploded. Grief, 10 short of halfway.
Here it hold. Wait.
This is where the home crowd comes in handy too, Gary. They just lifted that side after the try.
And you just see the way their forwards have got them over the advantage line. They made it up to the 50 metre. The kick will go in. What a chase here by Adam McDougall. There's going to be pressure on Jalek. Oh, tremendous play. 100 metres, you might as well say. With that kick by Gidley and a terrific chase by Adam McDougall. Look at that, onside chase, not a problem there. Jalek, he needed to hurry up again. He got a bit of a bad bounce and just started to roll away from him. He picks it up. That's great work.
A tremendous play, time off here. The Cowboys now struggling to get back. Listen to the chant at Marathon Stadium.
What a great crowd though on Mother's Day. It's unbelievable.
They're getting their money's worth, that's for sure. Here's Hughes. Flags to Matty Parsons, straight at Morrison.
He's a 10 and hold the 10.
Simpson's really involved in the last 5 minutes or so. Parsons again.
That's 4 hit-ups and 2 sets of 6 he's had.
Here's Rudder. There's the runners. There's nobody near him. Badiris the closest, so he takes the tackle. Gidley, danger here. Back to Grief. He wants a double. He's still going. Jones this time grabs the jumper and brings him to ground.
They've got to go to the right-hand side.
It's their last. Rudder, quick hands to Albert. It's gone forward. The touch judge said went forward. The touch judge says it was forward. He's going to the video.
That's okay. That's okay. I just want to check the grounding on the ball to see if it was a knock-on in the in goal first. Okay. Yep.
It's just to see, is this a knock-on?
I don't think it was.
Hard to say. It's either going to be a changeover, 10 metres out, or a 20-metre restart. It's not a try. He said that it's forward. He's got that back. It can't be a try because he says he knows it's forward.
No, I think he said that he got a call, but I don't know. I didn't think the pass was forward anyway.
I thought it was. He said it was forward. The referee said to Glenn Morrison that he thought it was forward.
Yep.
The touch judge clearly said it was forward. He's given the try. Let's listen to the referee with Glenn Morrison here if we can. He's running away from him. Well, Paul Bowman, it's 36-28. He's awarded the try. I am totally confused. The touch judge clearly indicated he thought it was forward, and I'm sure I heard the referee say that he thought it was forward also. Look at the touch judge stop.
Listen, he's gave me his opinion, and in my opinion, I thought the ball was okay in play. Okay?
You know it's forward.
On their opinion, it was forward. Okay, I can overrule them, and that's what I'm going with.
Darren Albert's got the try. That's the bottom line. And Billy Peden has missed the attempt. Well, controversy here at Marathon. The Newcastle Knights 36 lead the North Queensland Cowboys 28.
That's one now, let him go. Stand up, Glenn.
I just thought that when he went up and asked, and he did say that.
That's
He thought it was forward. He said no.
Hold here,
so I want to just check the grounding. And I went, oh, well, he's only checking. He must have overruled the touching.
Smooth hold. That's it.
Here's Grief now. And that could prove very vital.
That's 4 now.
10 metres short of the halfway line. Here's Rudder with the kick. Straight down the throat there of Lease. He's 32 metres out from the line.
Stand up, Marcus, straight.
Can the Cowboys come back again? Jellick offloads, backs to Bowman. Bowman still going across. Now he links up with Jones. The defence from the Knights is good. Matty Parsons involved in 2 tackles in a row there in 1 set. Now here's Madison moving forward.
Let him go.
Reef around his legs. There's still plenty of time for the Cowboys. O'Neill turns it inside to Ralph. Now Fiend, Jones. Offloads back to Fiend, open space. Here's a chance the Cowboys, fullback to beat. Hughes makes a beauty. Now Morrison, last tackle. O'Neill, he's going to put the ball high. Why not? It's been successful so often. It's a little bit deep. It's over the dead ball line off who?
20.
The Cowboys, 20-metre restart.
Well, they've had plenty of success, haven't they, with that high bomb?
Danny,
Maybe the other option there for Julian O'Neill was go to the line and put the little kick in. And decided against that. Put it up on the line.
Go push it down.
Knights now have got to ruck it away. Bailey going forward.
Madison meets him. About 12 metres short of the halfway line. Badiris.
That's 3. Let him go. Marcus straight.
Peden goes into acting half. This is Matty Parsons. Good offload. Back to Peden. Gets away from the tackle of Jones.
That's 4. Here's a 10 and hold. Here, Robert, wait.
5 metres into Knights territory. Gidley. Inside to Simpson. Taken across the shoulder there by Robert Ralph. Last tackle for Newcastle. Gidley. With a little kick over the top, a little fine touch. Albert was checkered in his run towards the ball, but it crosses the touchline. About 5 metres out from the corner post, and we'll have the scrum.
Still, nice and still. Ball out.
The Knights have 4 interchange left. The North Queensland Cowboys have 3.
Let him go now, Billy.
4.5 minutes of
Don't
play
hold.
remaining.
10 metres here, that's good.
Here's O'Neill. Bowman. Nice. Got position to put him into touch. Bowman succumbed to the tackle. Here's Jellick.
That's 3 now. Come on, man. Keep working back,
takes it
back.
forward to be about 12 short of halfway. Madison now. Battle there with Parsons, and Parsons wins by flinging him to ground right on the halfway line. Fiend with a kick. Will it land in the field of play? Just. That was only about 10 centimetres from being out on the full.
In those positions there, young Nathan Fiend, maybe because Hughes is back very, very deep. Maybe a little chip over the top, have some players running through, some pressure on them, because then they've got to turn and chase front line of the defence from the Newcastle Knights.
The Knights taking the time to get back. Nathan Fiend asking the referee whether it was a 40-20. It wasn't, so the Knights get a loosened feed.
Now, Sean.
It's 1. Now McDougall. He hasn't seen a great deal of the ball. Taken by Morrison, slightly high, but he fell into it.
Julian, stay out.
That hurt him though, McDougall. He's down in back play.
Square and make you to the side. That's 2.
Back to his feet. Here's an injury here as well.
No.
McDougall, Ben
No,
Kennedy.
he was hurt. That's why he lost it. We've still got the tackle there. Mate, I haven't seen nothing wrong with the tackle. Tackle 2.
Here's Parsons.
That's 3. Let's work this man here and hold. That's it.
Badiris from acting half. Offside.
Never onside. You'll never marker. You'll never mark. You'll never onside.
Oh, good work there by Danny Badiris. Found that Result was the man who was in an offside position and got himself in between the big front row Madison at the same time.
Perry back out on the field.
Don't hold him. Wait here, wait.
Slow to his feet. Parsons. Hasn't he been involved since he's come back near the change bench? Gidley needs some Gidley magic here. He's settling into that 5'8" position. 12 and a half to go. Rudder. If they can score here, Newcastle, that should surely put it out of reach for the Cowboys. They trail by 8 at the moment. Gidley, ball to Hughes. Some doubt on it. After the last try, not saying anything. Now Rudder. Gidley. Well, what about that one? Kennedy, thank you.
Passes forward, change over here, guys.
The Cowboys have possession.
Right on the mark there, Mark.
Julian on the 10.
Just around about half a metre forward.
Yep, go.
Good pick up by the linesman and the referee.
Jellick for the Cowboys.
Let him go.
Inside the final 12. They need to be down the other end of the field. Morrison. It's been their best by far today.
That's 2.
He's been outstanding for the Cowboys, as he has in most games. Jones. 30 metres out from his own line. Seem to be in a little bit of slow motion at the moment, both teams to a certain extent. There's now Robert Relford's tackle.
Marcus straight.
O'Neill into open space. Here's a chance. He tried to run around McDougall. He did well, going backwards. Now the kick from Fiend. Albert's under it. Well taken, Darren Albert. Picked up Tamana Tahu. Here's a try for the Knights. That should put it away. Although Lisa's showing great pace, Tamana's got too much. What about that? Well, he had no right to catch it. Here we go, slam dunk. That's the ball game for the Knights. They lead by 40 points to 28. And this kid has a future.
Unbelievable. What about that? Just a pleasure to watch. Good kick by Fiend. They had plenty of chasers going through. Morrison, Jellick were there. Great take by Albert. What about the pass by Albert? Unbelievable. He got away to Manatato. I'll tell you what, Trent Least did amazingly well to try and keep up with the kid. I'll tell you what, he's certainly got some talent, and just making sure that he scores the try, make it a little bit easier for Billy Peter. He says, here's Shaq, this is what I can do. Boom, see you later.
Well
Isn't he happy?
Tamana Tahu, 11 tries, the leading try scorer in the NRL at the moment. And he's going to have the kick at goal.
He's going to have the kick at goal.
And how far is he taking it back? He's right in front. He's taken it back almost 20 metres.
I think he just wants to open up the post.
Thinks the gap's bigger the further back you go.
I don't know. I think he's a little bit too far back.
Well, that was just tremendous. That pick up of the football. I mean, people might say all he did was catch it and run.
Mate, the catch.
There's more to it than that.
The catch by Albert, the pass by Albert, then the pick up. 3 tremendous things, 3 great athletes. 3 great things are done by some 2 tremendous athletes.
Let's see how he kicks goals. Pretty well, but I don't know why.
I think he should have go a bit closer next time.
42-28. Look at that take. Under pressure. He got it away. It was down near his knees. Tamana Tahu. And then he just pinned the ears back. I thought Lease may have got him there for a moment, but he's just kicked again. But look at the bloke chasing, but put pressure on him. The front row. That is outstanding. That is why I like that bloke in football so much. He just tries his heart out.
That's 2.
This is Marquette.
Wait here.
They lead by 14.
That's 3.
Even though they've conceded 42 points tonight, the Cowboys, I should say, they've played better than that. They had a chance to win it.
Yeah, they have. They're a little bit unlucky in a few instances in the game, but I think the worrying part for any side coming to Marathon Stadium that they've put 40 points on 3 different sides now.
Wait, John.
You've got to be on your game when you come here.
It ain't over yet. How's the Knights? They could get to 50 once they get their second wind and the Cowboys drop a bit. Oh, they don't look to be doing that. Trent Lease, good return of the football. Here's Jellick. They've tried hard, the Cowboys, but just a couple of errors at crucial times. Missed tackle here, missed tackle there, penalty here, penalty there. And maybe that controversial try to Darren Albert has really nailed it. Look at that, 23 missed tackles. Gary, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You can't afford to miss that many, particularly when you're playing the team that's leading the competition.
Well, and they are so good with the ball too, Newcastle. They promote it well. And that was the amazing about that try then with Darren Albert, the presence of mind to make sure that he got the pass away under all sorts of pressure. Could have easily just taken the tackle.
Hughes. Just back to Tamana Taho. I don't want to harp on it at all, but when you consider he's barely touched the ball today.
Yeah, but every time he does, it's just something. He creates either a gap or he scores a try.
Just tremendous. It just hasn't gone his way today, the ball, but when it has, he's made the most of it.
Well, watch out, because here it comes again.
Here it goes. Gidley. Where's Tamana? There he is on the inside. He was taken early. He skips away. No. Tackle from behind by Shipway. I thought he was going to get a treble.
Tell you what, he hurt himself that too. He's down.
He has. He's hurt his ankle. O'Neill leaps high. McDougall takes it off him. Back to Mark Hughes. Flicks it out the back. It's been picked up there by Cliff Newton. Can he get it down? We go to the video referee. It could be his first try and first try.
Scrum out here.
Held up.
Said held up.
Tackle 4. To scrum here and it's still Knights ball.
Nice to see a referee making the decision himself.
He made it pretty quickly too, didn't he? He just tries to roll over there, Cliff Newton, to get the ball down now. No, referee in great position. No problems, no try. Tamana Taho's gone from the field too. They've replaced him.
On the far side, he's leaving now. And here's a chance. You've got to think the Knights could go in here again. They've got the possession from the scrum win. Rudder very slow to his feet. There's Gidley. Gidley, Buttigieg makes the tackle. That wasn't easy. Big man tied on Matthew Gidley, 5 out. Simpson. It's good defence here at the moment for the Cowboys. Now Rudder. Pass is knocked on there by Newton.
They had numbers then on that left-hand side at the same time. He'd taken their pass and dropped it off on the outside. And they create all sorts of problems for Northern Eagles.
Just started to run before he caught it.
Number 1, Mark Hughes.
Players struggling to the scrum inside the last 5 minutes. And neither side has an interchange left. So Tamana Taho's finished for the day. There's Matthew Gidley.
Let's have it again. No. We've been doing it halfway through the season. Swap your legs over. Stay in lock, second row. Ben, stay bound, Ben. Now, it's out.
It's Morrison from the base of the scrum. Still going. Good run. He's been their best. I know I've said that before. But he just impresses week after week for the North Queensland Cowboys in season 2001. Here's a penalty.
Don't hold the ball.
Just their 4th of the game for North Queensland.
Just there, Neil, where you are.
This is Muckett.
Let him go, let him stand up.
Tackle 32 out. Fiend. Bowman juggled it away from Badiris.
Let's go. Here and hold, wait. That's it.
30 metres out. O'Neill, what can they do here, the Cowboys?
That's straight. Keep coming, Glenn. Wait.
Slow play the ball. Here's Bell. He's over the 20-metre line by about a metre. Fiend, Buttigieg, back to Fiend. Into a yawning gap goes Patterson, and he's going to score a great try for the Cowboys. In the dying minutes at Marathon Stadium, the Cowboys are in again, and the Knights lead by 10.
Well, he's been very good coming off the bench there. Nick Patterson, the number 17, ran into a beautiful hole. He's tried very, very hard here today. Ball out the Fiend, they throw a little dummy, a little run around, drops off the short pass once again. Ben Kennedy's the man who's come up with a missed tackle. Really needed to make that one on Patterson. The fullback, Mark Hughes, is probably a little bit too deep. Just watch this, a little run around, drops the ball off there. Patterson, and he knew he was going to get there. He wasn't looking for anyone else to get the try bar himself, and I tell you what, he deserves it too, because he had a pretty fine game here this afternoon.
His first try in the NRL for Nick Patterson. His first try in first grade. So congratulations. And that was a good one from the Cowboys. They have fought hard right to the end. And the caretaker coach, Murray Hurst, will be pleased with their effort, no doubt, as Lease converts. And with 2 minutes of play remaining, it's 42 points to 34. The Knights over the Cowboys at Marathon Stadium, and Newcastle will take their time to bring the ball back to the halfway line. Just over 18,000 here have seen this game this afternoon. We've seen some very good tries scored. A gallant effort from the Cowboys, but unfortunately, that gallantry doesn't bring them any competition points.
I think the disappointing part, probably only for North Queensland in today's performance, is the amount of missed tackles that they have had. 23 in total, where the Newcastle Knights, they've had something like around about 14.
That's 2.
30 out from their own line, the Cowboys. They have 70 seconds. Can they put another try on? Fiend. Here's O'Neill. Muckett now is tackled. Morrison. Off O'Neill's head. He helped Ben Kennedy out of the way then. Nobody saw it. Bar the 18,039 or whatever.
That's 5. Let him go.
5 metres short of the halfway line. O'Neill. There's a chase from Bowman. McDougall's there. Gets away from Bowman. Gets away from Muckett. Still going, Adam McDougall. Still going.
Oh, no, that's 1 now, Adam.
Now he's finally tackled.
Hold here. That's 2.
9 short of the halfway line. The clock winds down, and the Knights back into. Oh, there's a shot on Perry from Patterson. Patterson's come out the worst for wear.
I think they just clashed heads then, but they go down the short toe once again.
To Darren Albert.
That's 4.
He's tackled. As the crowd counts us down to full time here at Marathon Stadium. Last tackle of the game, Badiris. Arms free, pops it back to Peden. Peden out of Gidley. What about the ball to Albert? Albert puts it in the air. Jellick's there with Fiend. And they both take it out. They've lost it. It's still on the ground, knocked out by Brian Jellick. And that'll see us out at Marathon Stadium. A very entertaining game. They tried hard, the Cowboys, but they weren't quite good enough. The Newcastle Knights led 20-16 at half-time. At full-time, Newcastle 42 has defeated the North Queensland Cowboys 34.
To the world.
The NRL action continues in round 12 as we head to Wollongong, the WIN Stadium. It's the St George Illawarra Dragons at home to the Sydney Roosters.
This has been a Fox Sports production for the National Rugby League Partnership.